Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, and it's time to try the Red Splash. You know what? Lightning Bolt is a pretty good card for 1 mana. In fact, it might be one of the most popular 1-drops of all time. Let's explore the Red Splash as we crush people with the Bone Crusher Giant and then Magus of the Moon, our opponent's lands, out of the med game. A lot of people are running Blood Moon right now to big effect to push them ahead against every other deck that's not running Blood Moon. Let's see if Merfolk can use the same leverage right now in today's modern metagame. So if you like the idea, if you love Izzet Merfolk, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our deck tech, we are going to thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com. The content straight on Commander, Modern, Standard, and more. The Manabase is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And FusionGamingOnline.com, my favorite local game store to buy Magic singles. And you can support the channel by using my discount code Nikachu to get 5% off on any of your purchases. And we're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. And you can support the channel by using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or you can save 15% off your first 3 months by using my coupon code Nikachu if you want to borrow this deck. In fact, this is the only this is how I got the Bone Crusher Giants, the Magus of the Moons, and the Scalding Tarns. Scalding Tarn is not cheap online, not cheap on paper, not cheap online either. All right, so let's go over this. I did a little bit of playtesting a few days in advance, and it's going to explain some of the card choices. First off, Lightning Bolt is pretty good in Merfolk. It is a removal spell while also being just a little bit of reach, being able to kill your opponent at the end. You know, there's a lot of games with Merfolk where your opponent's at like 1, 2, 3 life, but they've wiped the board, they've stabilized. There's like no way of actually winning the game out of nowhere, but Lightning Bolt gives us that option where we can be able to like actually reach and deal the final points of damage. I also think it's particularly going to be useful against the Death Shadow decks. There's a lot of Death Shadow decks out there, so now if they want to put their life total low enough, it's going to come at a huge cost. I'm going to bolt you out of the game, Death Shadow decks. But the most important thing, I want to kill the prowess creatures, those stupid prowess creatures. I think this is one of the best things I can do on turn 1, so that's why we have Lightning Bolt in the deck. Same thing with Bone Crusher Giant. Now, I have to admit the 4/3 creature was not that particularly useful, but still, Stomp plus an extra creature in addition to it is still value I don't want to give up. So we have Stomp we have Bone Crusher Giant in the deck. Magus of the Moon. This actually was probably the best card in playtesting. It used to be in the sideboard. I've now moved all the 4 Magus of the Moons into the main deck. When Magus of the Moon hits the battlefield, it just wins the game on the spot. That's all I can say about Magus of the Moon. Incredibly strong, powerful card in this deck. So we're going to try it out again. I wonder, there's maybe some other ways of building this deck, like putting all the Spreading Seas in the main, so I can Spreading Seas the basic lands, then Magus of the Moon them out of the game. I'm not 100% sure if we should be having Magus of the Moon in the deck over, say, Blood Moon. I did have one game where they played Seal of Fire and killed my Magus of the Moon, and all the other occasions, Magus of the Moon just basically won the game on the spot. So it's like an I win card. Really love to play with this thing. I'm still going to play with 2 Cavernous Souls for all the control decks. Is Fiery Islet as card advantage. No Mutavaults, because I think that's a pretty big non-bow with Magus of the Moon, and it's like, when you start mixing Mutavaults in a deck with like a bunch of blue and red cards, it's a bit awkward. I mean, I know I've done it with Simic, but that's a little bit more of an aggro deck, and especially since there's going to be some collateral damage here, I'd rather just stay away from the Mutavaults, so we're just going pure blue and red. I have one Mountain, just in case, like, if I need a red source and my life total is low, I don't want to fetch Scalding Tarn always into Steam Vents. I want to give myself the option to grab this Mountain to save myself from dying on the spot. Now, because we are running the Red Splash, we have access to other cards like a Braid. A Braid is going to be a card that will deal with creatures, a lot of creatures like prowess creatures, while also answering artifacts. So, you know, killing those Walking Ballistas, blowing up expedition maps. A Braid is going, and of course Ensnaring Bridge if it ever comes out. A Braid I think is going to be a useful tool in our Merfolk deck. I got 4 Relic of Progenituses because I lost to 2 Uro decks, so I'm like, okay, we gotta throw in all the Relic of Progenituses. I'm not gonna no screwing around now. 2 Pithing Needles, 2 Spreading Seas, 3 Master of Waves. I'm gonna have them for like It's like easy to cast if I've killed my mana off with like a bunch of red. So if I have like one blue source, this is going to be like one of the stronger plays that I can make. I don't know if it's mandatory. It could have been extra spreading seas, extra pithing needles. I'm just going to try it on the side. I'm swapping Magus of the Moon and Master of Waves, basically. Originally, Master of Waves was in the main deck. Magus of the Moon was in the sideboard. Hopefully, I have enough creatures. I don't want to have too many of these weak 1-drop Benthic Biomancers, so I have 3. I'm open to like removing a Bone Crusher Giant and adding another Biomancer, but I'm not sure. All right. So with that, let's get into our league. We won's the die roll. Sweet. Hand is useless. Only 1 land. Not good enough for me. More than 1 land. We can keep this. These hands. I think I'll get rid of Steam Vents. So awkward though. I'm not guaranteed my 3rd land drop for Reejerey. I want a hard cast Force Negation, so that requires me to have the lands. Watery Grave tapped. What's up with that? What is up with that? Grixis Control? You wish you Merchant Scroll. Blue instant card, reveal that, put into your hand. Okay. What is this gonna be? Are they gonna get Force Negation? Is this taking turns or something? Psychic Puppetry. You may tap. Oh, this is the Twiddle Storm deck. You may tap or untap target permanent. Sure, whatever. Let's go, go, go. We got to win quickly then. Okay, let's vial in a Silvergill Adept. Hopefully play a Reejerey. It's not a Reejerey. Attack. Twiddle Storm. That just won a Modern Challenge not too long ago, so people are going to be probably pretty excited for this deck. You may tap or untap target permanent. Wishclaw Talisman. That feels like a card that should be negated. You know what? Let's sacrifice. Well, if I sacrifice this, then I can't bolt anymore. If I draw a 2-drop, that would be pretty good. No, I'll just... What am I attacking for next turn? Attack for 7 and put my opponent down to 11. Then if I draw a bolt, I win. I do want to counter this. Okay, let's get some more information. I drew a Bone Crusher Giant. That really sucks. Actually, maybe it doesn't. I can put that in play with Ether. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to counter, but like if I don't counter that, I'm probably in trouble. Like, they'll just get what they need. So I'm going to take this up to 3. And we have lethal by next turn. If we survive. Oh, they're going for it. They're going for it. They know they're in trouble. They gotta do it. Can my opponent take any more damage? Can they put themselves down to 3 somehow? Hey, Pessimist Scientist. Whatever you gotta do, you gotta do it. Figure it out. Yes. Oh, that seems like a crappy way of spending your turn. Okay, so what do you plan on doing? You plan on tapping some of my stuff. That's fine. I'll stomp you. Stomp! I stomp you! When are we going to see Simic Merfolk featuring Tarmogoyf? I did that a long time ago. I called it Tarmofolk. It's been a while since I busted out Tarmofolk. It's been a long time. Okay, so I'm assuming they're going to tap down something of ours. No, they tap down nothing. I mean, you're going to die if you don't do something here. I'm pretty sure it's Twiddle Storm. They've got Psychic Puppetry here. Honestly, I don't know what the lists look like these days for Twiddle Storm, so... If they bounce one creature, they take 5, I bolt them, and it's over. That's fine. It's final points of damage. Alright. Izzet Merfolk already working. Is the Braid gonna do something? I could bring... Okay, I can bring in Pithing Needle for Wishclaw Talisman. Okay, I gotta look up the latest Twiddle Storm deck. I'll admit I heard it won, but I don't know Twiddle Storm. Shit, where can I find this? I don't have much time. Okay, I gotta quickly go to like MTG Goldfish and just pray to God that's gonna be in like the Storm category, even though I don't think it will. Actually, hold on. I can just look at the latest events. Here, do you guys want to enjoy this journey with me? Let's keep the timer up here. I'm lost. Get me to modern. Okay, let's go to recent. Infect, Uro, Tron, Dredge, Grixis Delver. Red. Is this the Storm deck? No, this is just the other thing. Well, where's Twiddle Storm? Oh, here we go. So they do have graveyard stuff, Past in Flames, so Relic is going to be useful. They have not a lot of bounce, but they have bounce. Wishclaw. Oh, that's interesting. So they can could untap it with their Twiddles, right? I don't know if Magus of the Moon is where we want to be, but okay, I'm going to bring in some relics. Not too many. They got a glass pull, I guess. Maybe take out... I guess, like, it was sort of convenient to just kill my opponent with this thing. I take out the bolts. I'm going to keep one bolt. It's close. I'm keeping a braid just for... What's it called? The Wishclaw Talisman. Hopefully it's not too late. Comes to play with 3 count. Ah, this was stupid. Fatal Push. They're bringing in... Oh, they're bringing Hope of Girapir, so I could, like, destroy that. They have Pongify? I'm going to keep this, but I'm not in love with this sort of hand. I need at least one more creature. Prefer to have a hand with pressure. Oh, thank you very much, Lord Magicus. I missed it. One card on the bottom, one card on top. Now I'm hoping, this is Grixis, how much can they use the red? Not really. They can't use the red very well. So I mean, if we play Magus of the Moon, that's like, that can be lights out. That could be completely lights out. Draw 3 cards, discard 3 cards at the beginning of the next end step, sure. Holy crap, their hand sucked. Or they drew 3 garbage cards. Well, hello there, beautiful. Well, hello there, beautiful. How do we go about this? It appears that you're going to be force negation food. Now, they got the basic island, which is sort of a big deal. That is a big deal, to be honest. This list might not be playing Underworld Breach. Oh, sorry, it does have one Underworld Breach, which they tutor for, I guess, with Wishclaw Talisman. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, chat. Oh, baby. This is going to be great. By the way, I can name this on Wizard. That probably could have been an option, too. Okay, let's see if our opponent just concedes. This got more victories than any... Yeah, our opponent just conceded. I told you! That's why we got Magus of the Moon in the main deck now. We don't even need to sideboard this thing. We don't even need to sideboard this thing. I told you, Modern! I told you I was coming for you! I was coming for you, Modern! I'm bringing the Magus with me. Blood Moon effects are super ultra powerful because of these free wins. We need to get some of those free wins ourselves. We did it right here. Magus of the Moon, I knew you were worth the main deck. We didn't see you in the main deck, but they didn't know it was coming in game 2, and we snap won this thing on the site of this. They can't even beat a 2/2 creature. They can't even beat a 2/2 creature. That might have been the only... Was that the only island in their deck? I doubt it. Just curious. Not many islands in this deck. Not many islands. Basically, they were, like, really screwed. Really screwed from there. All right. Excellent start with Blue Moon Merfolk, already mooning people. And so for everyone watching the stream, we're going to continue playing, but everyone on the replay, that's it for today. We're going to thank all my patrons and Twitch subscribers, and also everyone joined on YouTube. We're also going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu Merfolk Master playing Blue Moon Merfolk in Modern.